The old house creaked around me, a familiar symphony of groans and sighs I'd grown up with. But tonight, the sounds were different. They weren't just the house settling. They were something more personal. It all started an hour ago. My younger sister Alara and I were in the living room, building a pillow fort just like we did when we were kids. Her laughter was a bright, ringing bell in the cavernous space. Higher, Liam. The dragon will get us if it's not high enough. She'd shrieked, piling cushions with a determined frown. I was balancing a particularly lumpy one on top when our mom called from the kitchen. Liam, Alara. Dinner's ready. Coming. Primera yelled back. I turned to tell Alara, but she was gone. Not just out of the room, but vanished. The pillow fort stood half-finished, a testament to her sudden absence. Alara, I called out, my voice echoing slightly. Quit playing around. Dinner's getting cold. Silence was my only reply. I checked her room, the bathroom, even the dusty attic. Nothing. It was as if she'd been erased. Panic started to prickle at the back of my neck. I ran back downstairs, my footsteps thudding on the old wooden floors. Mom, have you seen Alara? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. My mom was at the stove, stirring a pot of soup. She turned, a confused look on her face. Alara? Who's Alara, sweetie? My blood ran cold. What are you talking about? My sister. Alara. I pointed to a framed photo on the mantelpiece of me and her at the beach last summer, grinning with sand on our noses. Her, Mom, Alara. My mom followed my finger, her brow furrowed. Liam, that's a picture of you and your cousin Sophie. You don't have a sister. I stared at her, my heart hammering against my ribs. Was this some kind of sick joke? I pulled out my phone, frantically scrolling through my contacts. Her name, her number, our entire chat history, all gone. I searched my photo gallery. Every picture I had of her had been altered. The photo from the beach now showed me with my cousin Sophie. A selfie we took just this morning was now just a picture of me, alone in the living room. It was impossible. It was insane. My dad came in from the garage, wiping his hands on a rag. What's all the shouting about? He asked. Dad, where's Alara? Mom's acting like she doesn't exist. My dad just looked at my mom. Bake at me with an expression of deep concern. Son, he said gently, I think you're overtired. You've always been an only child. Why don't you get some rest? I felt like I was losing my mind. They were gaslighting me, both of them. But why? What was going on? Desperate, I ran back to the living room, to the half-built pillow fort. It was the only proof I had left. But when I got there, the pillows were all back on the sofa, neatly arranged. The fort was gone, as if it had never been there. My last piece of evidence, my last connection to the reality I knew, had been wiped clean. I sank onto the floor, my head in my hands. The world was spinning. Had I imagined her? Had I imagined my entire life? With a sister? No, I couldn't have. I remembered her favorite color was purple. I remembered the scar on her left knee from when she fell off her bike. I remembered the song she always hummed when she was concentrating. These memories were real, Teatubi. Just as I was about to spiral into complete despair, I heard it. A faint sound, almost too quiet to be real. Whisper. It was coming from the wall next to the fireplace, the one that separated the living room from the old, unused pantry. I pressed my ear against the cool wallpaper, holding my breath. Liam, ... It was her voice. Alara's voice. It was faint, distorted, like it was coming from a great distance, but it was undeniably her. My heart leaped into my throat. Alara, is that you? Where are you? I whispered back, my voice trembling. The whispering came again, a little clearer this time. Liam, I'm in the walls. In the walls? What did that even mean? I started knocking on the wall, the sound echoing hollowly. Alara, how did you get in there? What's happening? I was frantic, my mind racing through 100 impossible scenarios. Did she fall through a loose panel? Did she find some hidden passage we never knew about? It's dark. Liam, it took me. Her voice was laced with a fear that chilled me to the bone. What took you, Alara? Talk to me. I yelled, abandoning all pretense of quiet. My parents rushed back into the room. Liam, what in the world are you doing? Stop banging on the wall! My mom cried. I can hear her. Ilara's in the wall, I shouted, pointing wildly. They looked at me like I was a stranger. Pity and fear warred in their eyes. My dad grabbed my arm. That's enough, son. You're not well. Let's go upstairs. He tried to pull me away, but I resisted, planting my feet. No. You have to listen. She's right here. I pressed my ear to the wall again, desperate to hear her voice one more time. And I did. But this time it wasn't just her voice. There was another sound. A low, scraping noise, like stone grinding against stone. And underneath it, a deeper voice. A guttural whisper that wasn't human. It was speaking a language I didn't understand, but the malice in it was universal. Alara's voice came again, panicked. It knows you can hear me. It's angry. Run, Liam. Run. Liam. Run. Suddenly, the wallpaper next to my head began to bulge outwards, stretching as if something was pushing from the other side. The floral pattern warped into a grotesque mask. I scrambled backwards, falling over the coffee table, my eyes locked on the horrifying sight. My parents just stood there, their faces blank, as if they couldn't see what was happening right in front of them. They couldn't see the wall breathing. The bulge grew larger, and the scraping sound became a loud, grating roar. The whisper came again, but it wasn't Alara. It was the other voice, the deep, ancient one, and this time it spoke my name. Liam ... It wasn't a call for help. It was a promise, a threat. It knew me. It wanted me. I finally understood. Whatever had taken my sister, it wasn't just in the walls. It was the house itself. This house, our home, was a predator. And it had erased Ilara from everyone's memory, but mine. Why? Why was I the only one who remembered? Was it a mistake, or was I next on its menu? I have to get out of here. I have to find a way to get her back. But how do you fight a house? How do you save someone from a place that has already forgotten she existed? I'm recording this now because I need someone to know. If I disappear too, don't let them forget me. Don't let the house win. Her name was Ilara, my sister. Remember her? Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. This was a different kind of story, and I hope it sent a few shivers down your spine. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss what happens next. Stay safe, and always check your walls.